Least common multiple of two numbers. Before we talk about the least common multiple, let's talk about what a multiple of a number is. A multiple of a number is any number that number divides. So for instance, a multiple of 3 is any number divisible by 3. A multiple of 2 is any number divisible by 2. So if I want to talk about the multiples of 7, these are going to be numbers that are divisible by 7. So 7, 14, 21, 28, and so on. So we can talk about a multiple of a number, but if we're talking about two numbers, we can talk about common multiples between those. So common multiples, let's talk about multiples of 2. So multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, blah, 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 blah. Eventually you'll get to 28. So common multiples between these lists, 14 is on both of these lists, 28 is on both of these lists. Those are both common multiples of 7 and 2. They are numbers divisible by 7 and they are numbers divisible by 2. When we ask about this least common multiple idea, that's just going to be the first number on the list. So the least common multiple, and this is oftentimes abbreviated LCM because it's a handful to write, of 7 and 2, the first number on those lists is going to be 14. So let's do a few examples of finding least common multiples. So let's find the least common multiple of 6 and 9. The way that you're going to do this, you're just going to list the multiples of 6, list the multiples of 9, and then find the first number that appears on both lists. So if I'm looking at the multiples of 6, we have 6, 12, 18, 24. We're going to stop there. Let's do some multiples of 9. So we have 9, not on both lists. 18. 18 is on both lists. And since it's the first common multiple, it is the least common multiple. So our answer for this problem, the least common multiple of 6 and 9, is 18. Let's do one more. Find the least common multiple of 5 and 10. So this one's kind of weird. So multiples of 5, right? 5, 10, 15, 20. And then multiples of 10. The very first one, which is 10, is on both lists. And that's okay. Sometimes the least common multiple is one of the numbers. So the least common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. All you need to do, list out the multiples of each number, look for the first number that appears in both lists, and that's all you need to do for the least common multiple.